Hi, it's Kit Alowitz with another Leadership Journey video segment. Today I'd like to introduce Kevin Pringle. He's going to be talking about one of his favorite leadership principles outside of the Foundational Five. We've gotten pretty good at talking about the Foundational Five. What about the other 59? Kevin, take it away.
Hi, I'm Kevin Pringle, Pricing Manager here at Henderson Hauser USA. The topic that I've chosen to reflect upon and discuss in this video is item number 42 in our principles list, where the motivation to change or to learn comes from survival anxiety. That is to say that we acknowledge that in order to survive, we must change. This principle is discussed during the lead training and is pretty fundamental to each of us as we seek to reflect, to internalize, integrate, and institutionalize principles, any principles really, within our organization. Realizing that we must change in order to survive is a tough ask though, as it may imply something negative about our current state, as well as promoting the idea that change is mandatory, and if we don't change, that we won't survive. But at the same time, nothing in our lives is static, including ourselves. We can choose to resist the moving parts, but the reality is that there are so many topics such as technology, the economy, or the environment that impact upon our lives and are constantly changing and evolving. In this context, it's easier to see how we might need or want to learn and change in order to survive, whether it be professionally, physically, emotionally, or in any other manner. Also worth noting that our individual perceptions of survival anxiety will grow or decline depending upon the topic in question, and they'll also evolve over time. Point is that we each have learning choices to make depending upon our level of survival anxiety on any topic at any given time. Now, this principle is also closely connected to number 43 in our list, which states that learning only happens when survival anxiety is greater than learning anxiety. Both of these principles evolved through Edgar Schein and are well documented in his analysis and discussion of POW behaviors and conventional organizational change approaches, which was published in the Harvard Business Review in 2002. On our leadership journey, we're consciously promoting the notion of reducing learning anxiety rather than increasing survival anxiety. So carrot over stick, I guess. In order to evolve, which is where conventional organizational efforts tend to fall flat. They tend to go down the survival route. We know that this approach is fraught with compliance and therefore superficial outcomes. Reducing learning anxiety unlocks limitless potential, but how do we do that? Well, we do that by creating psychological safety, which is a task for each of us. This means working on our feedback game, being engaged, stopping ourselves if we see blame creeping into our explanations as to why something may not have worked out. It's turning the chair to listen and to understand. It's working on our self-awareness and supporting others to do the same. And it's calling out negativity and championing your team and your colleagues. I'm pretty sure I've just basically summarized the main points of the leadership journey, but I'm okay with that. I'm happy to be an advert. We're consciously trying to promote the notions of reducing learning anxiety and creating a psychologically safe environment. And my challenge to each of you watching is to champion or celebrate a colleague's actions today. The butterfly effect, you never know, it could be very impactful. Thank you.